Welcome everyone to episode number 14 of our nostalgia gaming series, and today we are playing Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex, which was actually released in 2001 by Universal Interactive Studios. It was actually created and produced by Traveler's Tales, which also created several other amazing games that I will be talking about in this series in the future. But yeah guys, in this game guys, Crash Bandicoot is finally back, and yet again Cortex is our main antagonist in the game. And basically on the back of the game's cover it says Dr. Neo Cortex creates Crunch, which is a super bandicoot with one mission to demolish all that lies before him. So basically in this game we play as Crash, and for the first time ever Coco, which is Crash's sister, is fully playable, and she is in pretty much some really unique missions guys. I will be talking about some of the new vehicles and features this game has and why I love it so much. Actually, when I was a kid, I really wasn't a fan of this game as much as I am now. Looking back at it, it really is a great game. It features a variety of different levels, some really beautiful color schemes in the levels, as well as some new vehicles such as the Firefly, which you could use the X button to lock on to enemies and release X to fire when the lock-on is completed, as well as the glider slash space fighter. So you're able to use the X button to fire the cannon and lasers. By the way, I'm playing this on the PS2. That's why I keep mentioning the X button. But yeah, it's a really cool. You could do barrel rolls and stuff. There's also the copter pack, the Jeep, Coco's scooter, and her snowboard, as well as the mech and the sub. And the sub is used for, of course, underwater missions. So there's a variety of different missions, guys. And in this video I will be showing the Arctic mission, which is the very first one, and I'm also going to show the flying mission, which is really cool, and my personal favorite, which is Bamboozled. It's kind of like Crash in this game. He has this little thing that he rolls around in. It's kind of like a little hamster ball, but so you roll around in it, and there's these really cool levels that are kind of like hamster ball based. So you will be seeing that in the towards the end of the episode, guys. And yeah, let's see. So I mentioned the vehicles, the storyline, and Coco, her missions are really innovative and different, which is why I love this game so much, is because Coco's finally playable for the first time ever, fully playable. This game has some of the most dazzling special effects, in my opinion, in a Crash game. Something about this game sets it apart differently than the previous installments in the series, because I don't know, the color scheme just looks different, a lot different than I don't know, just like Crash Bandicoot Warped or any of those other previous installments. There's also multiple modes of vehicular mayhem in this game. Like I mentioned, 8 different vehicles, 30 different action-packed levels and environments to explore. So let's talk about also some of the characters that are going to be returning in this game, compared to, I think, in some of the newer Crash games, guys, the characters went off the deep end, and it was just entirely weird. So I'm not really going to mention that. But, of course, Crash Bandicoot's back. Coco, Aku Aku, which is our friendly mask character. The villains is Dr. Neo Cortex, Crunch, which is the newly created Bandicoot, whose main intent is to destroy Crash and all of his friends. Tiny the Tiger is back, Dingo Dial, Dr. N or Dr. Nefarious, Trophy, Dr. Engine, Uka Uka, which is the evil mask, and I think that is it. Also in this game there's 4 different elemental masks, and the elemental masks, you'll notice that when you start the game, it's kind of like Crash Bandicoot Warped, how you have the main screen, and then you could go in a circular pattern to each of the 4 different main level hubs. And in the level hubs there's, of course, I think 4 or 5 main levels and a boss. So once you defeat that, you could defeat the boss element heads, or elemental masks they're called. And the first one is Rocco, the next one is Wawa, there's Lolo and Raro, or no, Pyro is the last one. It's like a fire mask. It's really cool. So each one are based off of the elements, of course, the earth, water, air, and then fire. Kind of like, it reminds me of Avatar. So it's a really cool game, guys. That's why I love this game so much, is because of the amazing storyline that's behind it, and the variety of levels and just vehicles and different characters you're able to play as. Definitely makes it a really great Crash game. And another Crash game I want to mention that I will be reviewing is Crash Twinsanity. I'll probably review that within the next few episodes because I'm going to kind of keep the same pattern going here. And another thing, there's a various collectibles as well in this game, such as, of course, the Wumpa Fruit. And if you collect 100 of those, you will get a 1-up, an extra life. So that's something to keep in mind as you're playing throughout the various levels in the game, and if you want to rack up those extra lives, because they will come in handy. And yeah, as you can see, the flying in Crash, it was kind of released in Crash Bandicoot Warped or Crash 3, and in this game it's really perfected. I mean, look how beautiful this is. We're shooting down these generators that produce the tornadoes, and then all the different flying mechanics. You could still do the barrel roll. I think the inversion as well, but I'm not sure about that, guys. So, and then if you collect enough Aku Aku masks, the boxes, you'll get upgradable masks throughout the levels. So that's another thing to consider. There's also crystals we have to collect, and that's another thing that falls into Crash Twinsanity. It kind of, that same gameplay concept or gameplay mechanic rolls into that game as well. We still have to collect the crystals. There's different various gems. There's two types of gems. The clear gems are your reward for breaking all of the boxes in a level or for completing a secret area. And then there's the color gems, which are found in special levels and transport you to hidden areas. So highly recommend you guys collecting all of those different things and traveling to those secret locations within the levels. As you saw in the first example, when I was in the Arctic level, I was able to actually go to the secret area and get all 25 boxes or crates to collect some more Wumpa Fruits and try to get more percentage completion on the levels. So that's another thing, guys, I highly recommend you do. And let's see. Also, there's relics. You can win relics by re-entering the level after collecting the crystal. You can play them in the time trial mode as well. And if you beat the level under the pre-designated time shown before you enter the level, you will be rewarded with a sapphire, gold, or platinum relic. So you're just going to have to go and check out those time trials, guys, if you want to get 100% completion on the game. That's one of the things that I often struggled with in the Crash series, is the time trials, because I've never really been good at the racing or being up against the clock like that, I guess, in a video game setting. Even actually when I'm taking a test, I'm never really good under the time limit. But there's different crates as well, guys. There's the bouncing box crates as well, the surprise box, of course the Aku Aku box, the checkpoint crates, the Crash crates, TNT, the slot box, and let's see, there's switches, the nitro, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh, a couple new things is there's a invisibility crates. So when spun, Crash becomes invisible for a limited time. It's really cool. And let's see, new powers also, guys. I wanted to mention this very briefly. The tiptoe by doing the L2, pressing the L2 button, the super double jump, and the death tornado, the crash dash, and the bazooka. So all of these moves are available in the game, and you guys could check it out. Check out the manual or other walkthroughs to learn how to access those, so I highly recommend that as well. And these roller missions are actually one of my favorite. This Bamboozled is my favorite mission in the game. I just love the atmosphere and the controls for Crash. It's really fun. Just kind of like a classic arcade style mission. So anyways, guys, that's basically been my review of this game. I highly recommend you check it out, and stay tuned for more content coming soon on my channel. Thank you so much, and have a great day, guys.